Hello, welcome to Board Games with Niramas. Today it's time to play some Clank. And in Clank, me and Drako are going to play a two-player game of deck building and treasure hunting. A really cool game this. It's published by Renegade Games and designed by Paul Denham. And I also will be playing with the Sunken Treasures expansion. I will try to point out which things is the expansion, which is the base game. The map, for example, is the expansion map. Well, there's two of them. You can flip this and there's another one there. And in the expansion we have some stuff here with the flooded rooms we can go down into. We need to get out of them to get some air and so on. That's not in the base game, but I can really recommend the expansion here as well. So let's get started. We both start with our starting deck of cards, and we are up here on the boat, on the ship. We're going to move down in the dungeon and get some artifacts and some treasure and so on, and get out before the dragon kills us. Because there's a dragon represented by this bag here with cubes in it. There's dragon cubes in here that are not dangerous, but we will put our own cubes in there. If they get drawn, then we take damage, and finally we will be knocked out. Now if we get over this line here, so we get up to the surface, then we can be saved by the sailors. But if we die or sort of get knocked down here in the depths, then we're done for. So there's a bit of push your luck system where you want to go deep because the best treasures are in the depths. But if you go too deep, or the other players, or player in this case, starts moving back up to the surface, then you're in trouble, because if I'm down here and Drako gets out, then Drako will be a timer up there that will make it harder and harder for me, and in a few rounds there I will certainly get knocked out if I don't get out. So that's how it works. Let's get started, and I'm going to be the first player. That means that I will put 3 of my cubes over here in the Clank spot, and that's sort of, this is how much sound we make. That's why it's called Clank, because you make sound. Drako is the second player who put 2 cubes here. When the dragon sort of notices us, then those cubes are going to go into this bag, and we're going to pull out cubes, and if we pull out our own color, we're going to get injured. The dragon starts over here in the two-player game. So every time he or she reacts, then we're going to draw 3 cubes, but as we do things, the dragon is going to be more and more angry. We'll draw more and more cubes. And then we also have the market over here where we can purchase new cards. There's 3 cards that are always available, sort of, until they run out. There's a goldfish and a goblin that we can fight as many times as we want to get some gold and so on. And there's 6 cards that form the market display. And when we buy one of these, or in this case we fight with this goblin, we fight him, we need 3 swords to do that. If we fight him and beat him, then it's going to be a new card in that place. If that card has a dragon symbol on it, then the dragon is going to wake up and attack us. So it's quite interesting as a deck builder as well, because you want to be at the end game, you might not want to buy cards from here, because that means the dragon might wake up. If you're low on health, you want to be careful. Or if you have got a lot of health and your opponent doesn't, then it could be a good idea to just buy a lot of cards to increase the risk of your opponent, or chance of your opponent getting hit and getting knocked out. So, enough talking, let's start playing. I have my starting hand here, 5 cards. And so there's a few different cards here in the starting deck. We have different symbols, like this one, the blue one is skill. This is what I purchased with. The boot is so I can move, so 1 boot is 1 step. So I have, let's see, and I have a stumble. Now the stumble, all it does, you have to play all your cards in this game. So I have to play this one. You can play them in any order you want as well. Most of the time, there's a few exceptions, but I'll play my stumble, of course. That means I get 1 + 1 Clank, so it goes up here. Because I made some noise when I was doing stuff here. And I have 4 skill in total and 1 boot. So let's start by moving with my boot, and I think I will go, well, there's nowhere else to go. I'll go down here. And so I have 4 skills, so let's take a look at the market. And the price is here in the top bottom right corner. Now this one guy, for example, he costs 2. He is worth 1 point. And this rebel miner, every time I play him, he will go into my discard, of course, and then I will get him out later when I play him, I get 2 coins. You can use coins to buy stuff, and it's also points, so that's 2 points. And if I have another companion in my play area, I get to draw a card. Companions are, for example, these mercenaries up here, the yellow ones. He's a companion himself, so if I have 2 of these, then yeah, they trigger each other. Or I could go for a purple card, which is a sort of one-time use. This is a ladder that I find. It's a device. It costs 3, and if I use it, I get 2 boots immediately. That's kind of cool. These ones are, I have to have swords to fight them. To get swords, I could get a mercenary for 2. Let's see, I have 4. Well, for 4, you know what, I'm gonna take a mercenary. He has some skill and 2 fighting. So I'll take him, and he's a companion also, by the way. There, and then for 2 I'll take, you can buy as many as you have skill for. I'll buy the rebel miner as well, so they combo good off each other. And so that was my turn. My cards go to the discard, and I will draw back up to 5. But we will also refill here. We'll refill this one, and that's a mermaid. Now if this one had a dragon symbol on it, which it doesn't, then we would get attacked and draw cubes from the bag and all that. So that was my turn. I will draw back up to 5 cards, so I can sort of sit and plan a bit what I'm going to do. So that's my other 5 cards. We'll each start with 10 cards. And now it's Drako's turn. He will draw 5. I will help him out here as usual in deck builders. It's really hard for his little dragon pawns to hold cards and all that. So yeah, he's happy about that. Yeah. He's making the decisions anyway, right? Alright, so he has some stumble. Yeah, so stumble, he has to put in another Clank cube. Then he has, let's see, okay, so he has 3 skill, but 2 boots. So with 2 boots, he will just move down here. There's no choices really in the first step here. 3 skills, so what will he pick up? Let's see. You know what, I think Drako will spend his 3 to get the ladder, which means he gets 2 boots right away. So he doesn't add this to his deck, he just removes it. And that means he gets 2 boots right away, and he's sort of sprinting away here. And to move from this base to this base, he actually needs 2, because of the footsteps there, he needs 2 boots to be able to move over there. So he'll move here, and once he gets here, he gets to pick up one of these tiles, the small and large sort of question mark tiles. I forgot what they called, secrets or something, I think. And he will get this right away, and this is secret from me, he doesn't have to show me. This is 2 swords, which means this is a potion. He can use it at any time he wants to get 2 swords. Now, swords could be used, as I said, to fight these guys over at the market, or fight the goblin to get coins, or the goldfish to get coins, but it can also be used to avoid damage. So if Drako want to continue here later on and move over here, that's 2 enemies he has to face on the way, which means he needs to have 2 swords, or take 2 damage, or in any combination. So that's good for him, and that's really nice for him to be able to move over there. So he'll save this, he gets to save it for as long as he wants. And his cards go to the discard, and he will draw back up 5 new cards. And that's his other cards, of course. Okay, so that was Drako's turn. Now we will refill. The ladder was removed here, so we refill. And that's Boots of Swiftness. Oh, they are nice. 3 boots. 3 moves. And when you acquire this, you get a boot as well. So one time when you buy this, you get the extra boot. But it costs 5, so it's quite expensive. So it's my turn. Let's see, I think yeah, I have a stumble. You start with 2, so I knew that I have 1. So 1 more Clank cube. And then I have 3 skill and 1 boot. So with 1 boot, I'll just move over here. Like that. And 3 skill. Let's see, what do I want to pick up? 4, 4, 4. Everything is expensive here. I'll get an Explorer then. For 3, they're good. 2 skill and 1 boot, so I don't mind having that. And now I have to reshuffle my deck, my discard pile, that is, and form my new deck and draw 5 cards. And as you can see, there's no new cards added because I bought one of these yellow cards up here, the standard card. And that means there's no risk that the dragon will wake up. So that was my turn. I have 5 new cards. It's Drako's turn. He has his 5 cards. So let's see. He has a stumble there as well, so that's one more Clank cube. And there's starting to be a lot of Clank over there. There are cards that let you remove Clank as well. So now he can't move at all. No boots, but he has 4 skills. So what can he buy with 4 skill? He could get a teleport to adjacent room. But then he's not making any progress in his deck. The Mermaid, I think, is quite nice because she has the ability that this turn you can move through tunnels and avoid water damage as if you had Scuba. Scuba is like a diving equipment that you can purchase that lets you be underwater. You don't need to go up for air. So I think Drako will get the Mermaid. She has 2 skill and 1 boot as well, and she's worth 1 point. So he'll pick her up. By the way, the market works like this. The spaces, these spaces are the market spaces. They are different on each map. And when you go there for 7 gold, everything costs 7. For 7 coins, you can buy a key, which lets you get into locked spaces. Like here, it's a lock. It's like a master key. The Scuba lets you swim around as long as you want. There's crowns, but they come in different points. So the first one to get a crown gets 10 points, and then 9 and 8. And there's some cards that are sort of like, if you have a crown, when you play this card, something happens. Yeah. And there's 2 backpacks. If you get a backpack, you can have an extra artifact. Normally, you can only pick up 1 of these artifacts. If you pick it up, then that's it. You can't throw it away. And this one's just worth 5 points. This one's worth 25 points, but you have to get down here. If you have a backpack, you can take 2 of them and then make it out. And there's also one more thing there. If you make it out with an artifact before you get knocked out, you'll get a bonus 20 points, and that's huge. So let's say you have an artifact, you're on your way out, but you get knocked out up here. You still survive because you can be saved, but you don't get the 20 points extra. And that might be the thing that makes or breaks your win. So let's see, that was Drako, and now we are going to refill the place where the Mermaid was, and that's the Mountain King. Yeah, he has this. If you have a crown, you get +1 sword and +1 boot. He's good anyway though. 2 skill, 1 sword, 1 boot. Cost 6 though. Okay, so that was Drako's turn. No dragon attack so far, and now it's my turn. Let's see what I have. So I have my mercenary. I have a stumble. So I'll just put 1 more Clank in there. And I have 4 skill, 2 swords, and 1 boot. And this is like a pool of resources. You can use them in any order you want. And I think I will use my boot first to move down here. And these spaces are called crystal caverns. They're a bit special because now, even if I had more boots, I couldn't move any further. It's like a maze. They stop your movement for that round. But I get to pick up this question mark here. Secret, and that's 2 coins. Okay. So this can be used as 2 coins. Or as 2 points also. Let's see, I have 2 swords. So I will use my 2 swords. Yeah, I'll use them. The only thing I can do, because these guys cost 3 to fight. So I'll fight the goblin, and that gives me 1 gold. 1 coin. And that's 1 point as well, and now I'm up to 3. So if I get to 7 by the time I get down to the what's it called? The store? The market, then I can get some good item here. Maybe I want a scuba so I can go diving for the big stuff down there. And 4 skill, so I get to buy stuff for 4. And what do I want? Search for 4. Each time you gain gold this turn, increase the amount you gain by 1. That's kind of good. I think I'll take this one for the boot and the skill as well. So that was it, and now we refill. And there's a dragon, the white pearl. And if you acquire this, it actually makes Clank. But it's really good because you can discard a card to draw 2 cards. And then you can also discard those stumble cards, so you don't have to play them, and then you don't get that Clank. Anyway, the dragon means we're going to have our first dragon attack. And we take a look down here, we're going to draw 3 cubes. And we'll put all the cubes from the Clank space into the bag. And then we shake it up real good. And we'll draw 3 cubes. And we'll see what happens. So 2 black ones, there's 24 black ones to start off, so 2 black ones, nothing happens, but now it's only 22, so it gets more and more dangerous to be down here. And 1 red, which means I'll take 1 damage. I'll put it on my meter here, so I'm starting to get damage. If I get all the way over here, I'm knocked out. Okay, so that was my turn. And now let's see, I will get to draw 5 new cards, but first, yeah, let's do that first. So here's my discard, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here's my new card. I can plan ahead. And Drako, he needs to shuffle and draw 5. I forgot about he should draw at the end of his turn. There we go. So Drako has his Mermaid. He has Stumble as well. So now he'll have to put another Clank up here in the Clank space. And he has 3 boots. That's nice. 3 boots and 4 skill. So with 3 boots, he could go in here, but then he's using 1 boot, and then he can't move anymore because of this crystal maze. So he's not so happy about that. He could go 1. He's getting stuck no matter how he does it. So having that many boots at the point where he's now is not that good. And as you can see, this arrow here means that he can move from there to there, but not back. Otherwise he could go 1, 2 and pick up, when you enter the room you can pick up the next item there, which is the question mark thing. I think Drako wants those big secrets. So what he's going to do is he's just going to spend 1 of these boots to move over here. And there's 2 enemies on the way, but no problem. He has a potion of swords, so he will drink that one. And that means he's okay, he didn't need to take any damage. He will pick up this big secret, and that's a potion of health, so he can heal twice with this one. That's really good to have later on. And now he can't move anything else, that's too bad, but he has 4 skills, so what should he buy then? Let's see. 4. You know what? Drako will pay for the teleporter, which lets him teleport to an adjacent room, and now he can break the rules. With the teleport you can go even though you are in a crystal cave, and you can ignore stuff on the way, like this monster here. So Drako will teleport in here and get another big secret, and that's 5 coins, that's 5 points where you can use them to buy something. That's nice. So that was his turn. We will refill where the teleport was, and that's another ladder, okay. And now he will draw back up, let's not forget this, so he will get 5 new cards, and he's ready for the next round, or for his next turn. And now it's my turn, and so I have my 5 cards. Let's see what I want to do here. Stumble, okay, so that's 1 more Clank. And I have 2 boots and 4 skill. So with 2 boots, I'm really stuck as well because of these crystal caverns up here. I could go 1, 2, and that's a monster on the way. I would take 1 damage, but I will get one of those secrets. Do I want to? Yeah, I think I will. I'll go back, so 1 and 2, and I don't have any swords, so I'll take 1 damage. I'll take put it down here on my damage meter, but I'll get to pick up this secret here, and that's a dragon egg. That's 3 points for me, but it also means that Dragon Mother, she will be angry, and because I took her egg, she gets angrier, and now she moves up here, and once we get higher here, she will draw more and more cubes, right, when she attacks. Okay, and then I have 4 skills, so let's buy something for that. I think I'll take 2 mercenaries. I want to have a lot of swords, so I can fight these guys and get the benefits. So I'll take 2 mercenaries, and that goes to my discard. And I have to shuffle to be able to draw up to 5 cards again. Well, not up to, but draw 5. And I have a new card, and now we don't refill because I didn't buy anything down here. So it's Drako's turn. Be like Drako. Follow Board Games with Niramas on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. You can find us at BGW Niramas. So let's see what Drako is going to do. And he has a stumble, so that's just to play right away. And we'll put another Clank there. And now he only has burgles, so 4 he can't move, 4 skill, that's all he can do. Okay, so well, he could buy the ladder, and then he gets 2 boots. I don't think he will. I think he will buy the white pearl. When he acquires it, that's two more Clank for him in there. But when he plays this, he gets to discard a card to draw 2 cards, so that's really cool. Okay, and now we refill. And there's another dragon. This is a dragon's eye. Wow, this is cool. You can only acquire it in the depths, in the lower part of the map. Draw a card. It's worth 10 points if you have a mastery token. Wow. Wow. Mastery tokens are something you can get from, what's it called? When you get out. If you get out with an artifact, that 20 bonus thing, that's the mastery token. So if you have this, it's actually worth 30. Wow. Okay, anyway, there's a dragon attack coming, so we'll take a look here. It's 3 cubes. We put all these cubes in the bag. That's a lot of green ones there, and then we shake it up, and 3 more is coming out. I really like this system with this bag. Oh, and now it's time for Drako to take some damage. I'm okay, and the black ones just get removed, which means it increases the, mathematical chance that it will draw one of our cubes instead. Okay, so that was Drako's turn. He will draw back up to 5 cards, so let's just shuffle and let's just talk a bit about the game while I do it. I think this game is just amazing, and yeah, I mean, with the expansion as well, you get a lot of replayability. You have 4 different maps. You have 2 in the base game. You switch it, and then 2 more here, and you have so much stuff, many cards. I haven't even seen all the cards yet. So Drako has his new hand, and it's my turn, and let's see what I will do. Where do I want to go? Okay, I have a stumble to start off. I hate those stumbles. There is ways to remove cards, so maybe I can do that. And I have my Rebel Miner, which gives me 2 gold, right? Or 2 coins. So I'm up to 5 in total. Now, if I have another companion in my play area, which is the cards that I'm playing this turn, then I would get to draw a card. But I don't have any companions now. So, okay, so he doesn't do anything more. So, 1 boot and 3 skills. So, I can't move down here because that takes 2 boots or 1 if I had the scuba gear, because we're in the wave there. I'm gonna move down here and I'll get 1 coin for that. That's the special thing with that space, and that's in the expansion thing as well. And then 3 skill. I'm just gonna pick up one of these explorers that lets me move and purchase and so on. So that was my turn. Nothing new gets added. So no risk of dragon attacks, and I have new cards here, and so it's Drako's turn. Okay. Oh, Drako only has, well, not only, but he has 5 skill and 1 boot. So with that 1 boot, now Drako can't move down here because it's locked there. So if he gets out of here, he has to move this way, which means he has to take damage because he doesn't have any swords. And there's a monster on the way. And then for 5, oh, yeah. Drako's going to pick up this Dragon's Eye, which lets him, no, he can only acquire it in the depth, so he can't get it because he's too high up on the map. He's getting this one then, Boots of Swiftness, that's 5. And that's 3 boots, and when he acquires it, he gets a boot. But that's too bad. It's kind of bad move to do because he's in the cavern. He can't move out of here with boots because he gets stuck there. But anyway, he has that card. He can get 3 boots at once later on here. So he'll draw back up to 5, and we have to refill the display here. And that's the Treasure Hunter companion. He replaces a card in the dungeon row. Yeah, okay, so you can switch it up here. Okay, so that was yeah, it's my turn. Okay. So let's see. I have a stumble. Yeah, let's just play that one. You have to. So, mercenaries. I have 2 fighting and 4 skill. No movement though. But you know what? With those 4 skill, I will buy the ladder for 3. That gives me 2 boots right away. I can't do anything with the 1 that I have left there, but so that I get 2. Now I have 2 boots and 2 fighting. That means I can move down here. 1. I ignore that monster because of the sword. Oh, another dragon egg. So another 3 points. But the dragon gets angry again. So now we draw 4 cubes every time the dragon attacks. Wow. Okay, I have 1 more movement. I could jump into the water, but the problem is, first of all, it would make a clank. It makes sound splashes when I jump in. That's also a new symbol for the expansion. And secondly, I would be down here, so when I would start my turn under the water, and if I don't have a scuba and do that, that means that I will take 1 damage. So that's not something I want to do. I mean, I could move over here. I could even pick up this artifact here and start running for the exit. And really put pressure on Drako because he's up there and it could be a really short game. You can play this as any way you want. You could go for that strategy, like rushing it. Just get it, get out, and get that 20-point bonus, and I would probably win. But that's no fun. And I mean, Drako can still move down here, so... No, you know what, I'll just stay here, I think. No, I'll use my other boot to go back here, because then I can go in here again and get the other thing there. Okay, so that was my turn. Let's see, how many... Yeah, I used my skill for the ladder, okay. So I'll draw back up to 5, and we will also refill over here. So let's see what comes out. It's a Shrine of the Mermaid. Now, it doesn't have a dragon, so it won't attack, but it has the danger. This means as long as this is out here, we will pull an extra cube from when the dragon attacks. We'll pull 5 cubes instead of 4. If we buy this for 3, then that's a use. This is a device. So then we will either get 2 coins, or if we're in a flooded room, we can teleport to an adjacent room. That's kind of cool. Okay, so it's Drako's turn. I think he needs to start moving downwards, right? If he can. Well, now he has 2 stumble. That's not good. So 2 more clank for him. Oh, no. Wait. Now I'm too fast here. Let's get back here. So he has 2 stumble, but he has his white pearl. So he can play it, discard a card to draw 2 cards. So he'll play it, and he'll discard one of the stumbles to draw 2 other cards. He gets the Mermaid and a Burgle. So he still has 1 stumble, but I mean, that's how you use the discard thing. So he'll play this, he'll get 1 clank, but he avoided 1 clank there, which is it's good, really good. Let's see, 2 boots, 4 skill. Okay, so with 2 boots, he will move 1, he will get a coin, and 2, he will move down here, get something here. Oh, this is, he can trash a card at the end of his turn from his hand or discard pile. So he's going to trash a stumble for sure. Okay, and then he had 4 skill, right? So with 4, I think he will just... Yeah, he will get this treasure hunter guy for 3. Mostly because it's a fighter and skill there, so... And now at the end of his turn, because of the token he found, he can trash this stumble. That means it goes out of the game. He doesn't have it anymore. So that's really nice for him. Now he only has 1 stumble and I have 2, right? So he needs to shuffle and draw back up 5 new cards. Like that. So he has his hand, and we need to refill over here. So we'll get a Rebel Scholar. Draw a card. If you have another companion in your play area, draw another card. This is really nice, especially for me, because I picked up so many mercenaries, so I have a bunch of companions. And it only costs 2, so that's something I'm going to try to get. Let's see what I have on my hand. Okay, yeah, that's nice. Wow, this is a good turn for me. Okay, so I have 3 boots, I have 6 skill, and 2 fight. I have 6 gold coins. So if I can get one more, I could buy that scuba gear. Well, you know what? Let's use one of the boots to move over here. Maybe I'll find some gold here. Oh, I did! I found 2 coins. Look at that. Okay, so then this is not an action. I can just do it any time that I'm standing on the market space. I'll spend 7 to pick up the scuba gear, which is also worth 5 points. And now I can go diving down here without any worries. So my other 2 boots, I will start diving. So I'll go down here, which makes 1 Clank because I'm splashing when I'm jumping down there, right? And then I can move 1 more. Yeah, and then I'll move down here. There's 2 enemies on the way, but I have 2 swords, so I'm okay. And I use 3 boots. I'll get this big secret, and that's 5 more coins. Wow, nice. So I'm back up to 6. Then I could get a crown or something on my way out. And I have 6 skill, right? Okay. Now I don't even end my turn in a water space, so I don't need a scuba right now, but it's good to have it down there. Okay, so 6 skill. What do I buy for that? I think, well, I could get the Mountain King, and then I get a crown later on. Yeah, I think I will do that. That is really nice. I think I will do that. So I'll get the Mountain King for 6, and he goes to my discard, of course, and we refill. And we get the Duke. He's worth 1 point for every 5 gold you have, so this is nice if you start getting a lot of gold. There's a lot of different combos you can do in this game. And I'll draw back 5 cards. And this run-through is going to be a bit longer than usual, because I really want to show you when we pick up artifacts and so on. I don't think we will finish the game, but we'll at least play for a little more here. Then I will do a solo playthrough of this as well with the app. There's an app for this, so you can solo play. I will do that as well. And here's my new cards. Now it's Drako's turn, and he really needs to move it. Let's see. Oh, he only gets 1 boot, but a lot of skill. So 5 skill, 1 boot. Well, I'll just guess you go down here. He's not going. This is optional. You don't have to pick up the artifact, because if you do, then you're stuck with it. So he's not going to pick up the fine pointer. And he has 5 skill. He is going to, now he is in the depths, so now he's going to pick up this Dragon Eye. But that gives him 2 more Clank. But he's happy about that anyway. He wanted that card. 3, 4, 5. I mean, Dragon's Eye. I mean, of course, Drako wants it. And then we're going to refill. And that's an Elven Dagger. That's pretty good. Draw a card. And yeah. I had a hard time explaining for Drako. I mean, in this game, you don't want the dragon to wake up. It's not a nice dragon. It's a mean dragon or something. Or it's like a lady dragon. She gets angry because we're taking her eggs and so on and her treasure. Okay, so it's my turn. And now I get the effect of the Rebel Miner because I have the Mercenary. So I have another companion. First of all, he gives me 2. I'm up to 7, 8. That's nice. And I'll get to draw a card because of that. I have a companion. That's not a burgle. Okay, so he's done. So I have 5 skill, 2 boots, and 2 swords. And it's locked down here. I didn't really think about that, but it's locked to get down to the 25 pointer. Wow. How do I get? Yeah, I can go around. Okay. Yeah, so my first boot is to go here, and I have a sword, so I don't mind. I don't care about the enemy. And this is a monkey room. I get to take one of these monkey idols. And they are worth 5 points, but they can also be worth others more if you have cards and so on that lets you do that. Okay, so that was my first boot, and normally I couldn't use my second boot to go here because it requires 2 boots, but I have my scuba gear, so that means it only takes 1 boot here in the expansion, so I can go down here, and now I'll pick up this artifact. So I have an artifact, 25 points, it's the best one out here. This one for 30, somewhere here, there. But you remove 2 randomly when you only play with 2 players, so that's why it's not there. So 25 points, that is really huge. And when I do that, the dragon gets angry because we're taking her artifacts. And so, let's see, I used my boots, I used one of my swords, I can't use the other one for anything. I have 5 skill though, so let's see, what can I buy with 5 skill? Now I just want to get out of here. I want to stop on the market and buy a crown, I think. But for 5, I need, yeah, I'll just get I'll just get an explorer because it has a boot. And I'll also get a mercenary because I might need swords on the way out. And that also means I am not risking the dragon attacking now. And so I'll draw back up to 5. And so it's Drako's turn. And Drako can see this. I mean, he knows that I picked up an artifact. He can figure it out. I am going to leave as soon as I can. And he knows that I have the scuba gear, which means I can move pretty fast here. Without worry about being underwater and so on. So he needs to pick up an artifact of his own and start making it out as well. Now this one is 20 points, but it's kind of tricky to get to. You would have to go around, that's locked there. If he had one more gold, he could buy a key. Maybe that's the smart thing he can do actually. Buy a key and get it and get out. I mean, otherwise he has a 5 points, 7 points. That's so bad. 10. No, he needs to get to 20. In the same time that I'm getting out here, he needs to get to 20 and get out. So we'll see what he can do. He has a stumble. But he has the white pearl, so he can discard a card. He'll discard the stumble to draw 2 cards. And let's see, he has a bunch of boots and stuff now. Okay. So, and this lets him move through tunnels as if he had the scuba gear. Okay, so Drako... he'll do it like this. He'll use his 2 swords to fight with the goblin over there. That gives him 1 coin, and that means Drako has 7 coins in total because he has the 5 plus 2. So he can buy this key. It's worth 5 points in itself, and then he can also go through locked doors. So now he can start moving, and see, how does he do this? Because he doesn't want to get, he will get stuck in the crystal cavern there. That's the problem. He could go down here. Well, his first move is to go down here because he has the key. So go down there, take this, and another health potion. I think he will use it right away to just heal up 1 damage. So that was 1 move. He has 3 more. But he will get stuck in the crystal cavern. That's the bad thing. No. He will do it like this. Because, remember, because of the mermaid, this turn, it's like he has scuba gear. So he can go 1, get a coin. Or 2. He went 1, 2. And then 3. We'll get this big secret. And that's 7 points. Nice. And then he still has 1 move. And sadly he can't get out of the water, so he will take a damage at the start of his next turn. But he'll just use... Ooh, he could go this way and pick up 2 big secrets, but the problem is... he won't have time for it probably, because I will make it out and he needs to... Yeah, so he'll go the last one, he'll go there. And there's an enemy on the way, so he'll take 1 damage. No way to avoid that. But yeah, that was okay for him anyway. And now he has 6 skill to buy something with as well. I think he will take, because Drako really wants to be able to move fast now, he will take 2 explorers actually. 3 each. So that was Drako's turn. He got a lot of things done there, a lot of things happening in just 1 turn. He'll draw back up 5 new cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now we just need to get out of here, both of us. Oh, by the way, Drako is... he needs to get that artifact on the way as well. We'll see how that goes. Okay, so it's my turn, and I am aiming to get out. And I have my starting hand here. I'm ready to get out, but I think I will stop there. We're almost at 40 minutes, and it's going to be a while before we get out of here. We might make it out. We don't have that much damage yet, but then again, when Drako picks up that 5th, artifact, Dragon will get angry. We will draw 5, and this is out here, so 6. cubes every round, we will really start to take damage. Drako will take damage because he's underwater when he starts his turn and he doesn't have the scuba gear. Yeah, it's going to be tough. Well, there's no telling how it would have went if we had completed the game. But I think I'll stop there. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoy this run through of Clank and Clank Sunken Treasure, the first expansion. I really like this game. I think it's really cool, and I can really recommend it to anyone. It's just, I love this push your luck thing and all that, and the deck building. So thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to check out my Patreon page. Just click the link up there where you can support the channel. Every dollar counts, and every dollar goes into better equipment, so you guys get a better experience when you watch my videos. And thank you so much for watching. Have a great evening or morning, or whenever you're watching this. Take care. Bye bye.
Board Games with Niramas is sponsored by Alara Games in Sweden.